Hey everyone, what's going on? So often we hear from automotive journalists and car geeks and experts about the pros and cons of a particular vehicle. In this case, I thought I'd read some reviews from actual owners based on the 2019 Mazda CX-3, and these are not glowing reviews. Let's get started. This one is titled, "Beware, no remote trunk release, only manual." So this person's not too happy about that. This car, as sleek and full of gadgets as it may look, is lacking some very basic features. Number one, remote trunk release, either from the inside or from the key fob. It is not available. Therefore, while unloading your shopping cart in the winter, first, you need to take off your mittens and gloves, then make sure you find and push the open tab tucked under the edge of the tailgate. Most likely, you will first hit the rear camera located in the same spot. Good luck. This is inconceivable for a $28,000 car. Thinking at competitions, other vehicles offering foot-activated trunk releases for much less. Number two, side and rear visibility is very poor because of the very angular and thick A, B, C, and D pillars. And number three, car is considered a small SUV, but it has no tinted windows. There are no other small SUVs in its class without tinted windows. This next headline is titled, "Too Little, Too Much." This owner writes, "It's extremely annoying to spend a couple of months test driving different brand small SUV choices as they are all way overpriced and extremely underpowered. The Mazda CX-3 is no exception, especially in the base sport trim. What is amusing to me and should be to anyone else who actually wants more for their money is that engineers continuously build underpowered cars. This is the norm for small SUVs and the CX-3 rivals, the Ford Escape, Honda CR-V, Kia Sportage, Volkswagen Tiguan, Chevy Equinox, and Jeep Compass. The Mazda CX-3 is being sold fairly well mostly because of its exterior styling, which is very modern compared to others. I own the 2016 Mazda 3, and interior quality and craftsmanship, though way above average, was lessened by using cheap materials and by not offering better standards. Consumers need to demand more for their money," this person writes. "There is no reason at all, given other engine choices that are used in different models by each brand, that the standard for small SUVs should be a 200 horsepower engine. My 2016 Hyundai Veloster Turbo has 200 horsepower and achieves 33 miles per gallon on the interstate. Why then, do I ask you, do we have to spend upwards of 30 grand or more to get what should be the standard in an SUV? The CX-3 is a great looking car, but it's insulting to me. Engineers, though a paltry 2 horsepower bump was even an idea on the tweets list, 148 horsepower makes this car sound like a sewing machine and just doesn't justify the industry average basis MSRP of $21,000 to $23,000. I, for one, am tired of being ripped off, and you should be too." And the last comment I'm going to read here is titled, "Don't be fooled by the sexy styling." This car, although a CUV, has no tinted windows, again tinted windows, and no remote trunk release, again that comment, of any kind, just manual opening from the outside. These are very cheap cost-cutting measures. Even the $6,000 cheaper Chevy Trax has tinted windows. Instead of alerting me every time the car in front of me is less than 20 feet away, I would rather have the AC not running all the time in the hot summer days, because the lack of tinted windows will turn all the black interior into an oven. And in the cold winter days, I would prefer to click on the remote key fob for releasing the trunk to unload my shopping cart rather than finding the manual open button tucked under the tailgate to pop open. But first, you gotta take your gloves off so you can find it. Again, the Trax has a trunk release button on the remote fob for $6,000 less. Interior is also very cramped and claustrophobic after a while because of the thick and very angular pillars. Rear visibility is dangerously near zero. Very disappointed. And don't be fooled by the sexy appeal of this so-called CUV. It will vanish the minute you're inside cranking the AC to the max in the summer or in the winter, figuring out how to open the sexy tailgate with bare hands. Clearly, we have some owners are not happy with the 2019 Mazda CX-3. What are your thoughts? Are these valid complaints? Leave it in the comment section below and let us know what makes it a great car to drive. Zoom, zoom. Until next time, I'm Dave Erickson. Thanks so much for watching. Adios. One more thing before you go, I've added links to some of the best-selling automotive accessories on Amazon right now, along with links to some of my product reviews. You'll find it in the description below this video. And a big welcome back to Everyman Driver. I'm Dave Erickson. Thanks so much for watching on this rainy Spokane afternoon. This week we're taking a closer look at the redesigned 2019 Mazda 3, a compact hatch, although a sedan is also available. We have the hatch, and interesting looking teardrop exterior design, don't you think? This comes in 3 trim levels. You have the Select, Preferred, and Premium. We have the Premium right here. Now, front wheel drive is standard. We have, which is big news for 2019, the all-wheel drive, which comes with a 6-speed automatic transmission. Today, we're going to take a closer, rainy look.